All right, welcome back to Beers and Breakevens, the late show. Strap in. We're getting weird.
Whoa.
We're getting weird, and before we do, we've got a score to settle with you.
Oh, here we go.
Because I was meant to do it on Beers and Breakevens, but I forgot to do it. A certain little stake bet from last
A little Hawaii
week.
5-0, was it? Yeah. I backed in Shibasaki, the goatee that was promised. Unfortunately, got dusted by Jesse Arthurs. So
You got halfway there, though, so you were close.
Well, he got halfway there with no, he did score a try, actually. Fuck. Rattled. Yes, you won that one. You're up $50. We're going to keep track of it throughout the season. I'm going to try and find a few more bets here and there for us throughout the year to square up. But history tells us on the late show, I'm probably going to owe you a fortune by the end of it because I can't win a rock off to fucking save myself.
Tell you what, I hope our financial bets have the same results there, rock off, because I'll be a very wealthy man.
I will not be. I will heaps not be. So fingers crossed the tide will turn there. Kat, we didn't introduce you in the first 4 seconds on the last episode. You got very upset about it. I don't want to get in trouble again. How are you?
Yeah, we're gonna call video ref on that one because that's not true. It took actually about 5 minutes for you to acknowledge me, but anyway, I'm over it.
You sound like you're
No,
over
I'm
it.
over it. I don't care
You
at all.
sound like someone that's over it. Very good. Welcome in, Kat. We love you dearly.
Thank you very
We
much.
also love rock-offs dearly. Fuck. Scissor, paper, rock. That's the closest I've got in a year. Okay. Ready? Scissor, paper, rock. Fuck! Oh.
Far out. It's a tough watch, guys.
Read out the question, Kat.
That's
Yeah.
for the
Who's-
record. I reckon I think I won maybe week 1 or 2, and then you won 1. We thought, oh, maybe the tides are turning. We're back up to about 3 or 4 on the trot.
No, the tide was not turning. It's still a fucking Tim Williams tsunami over here, unfortunately. I
All
don't
right, you
stand a hope.
take us away, Roo.
I'm leading.
All right. So, first question from Michael Carver. Is Kition Koga still a buy?
I'll be completely honest with you. I have not looked at him, so I'm going to do this on the fly, which is where I do my absolute best work. Negative 22 bake even, 329K. No, I think there's better options in the 2RF that I'd be looking for. And I'm also defensively, I'm not convinced he's going to be safe long term. He could lose minutes at any moment, in my opinion. Buy in 2 weeks. No thanks. There's better options. Timbo?
I don't mind him. Like, there are better options in Thomas Cant and probably Dylan Egan at the price, but
Probably.
well, okay. Oh, sorry, is it your turn, mate? There is better options, but he's one, like, he has upside. He's got try scoring, destructive runner, upside. He said negative 22 break even, 77 last week, 44 in base. He can go big, the big fella. Well, sorry, I think he can go big. He hasn't had much of a sample size yet. Better options, but I don't hate it.
Cool. Good job, boys. All right. From the mayor of Browntown,
Tim Williams.
Brett Shank.
Oh, my God.
We did talk about your name a little bit off camera. I'm not going to lie. You've really you
Good
rattled
gear.
us a little
I
bit.
back it. I think it's great.
Yeah. Okay, moving on. Manly will play all of the major buys. If Turbo decides to focus on Manly and not play Origin, are you willing to walk the hammy tightrope again?
I'm so scarred from 2 weeks ago, but they're like, I've always got space for Tommy Turbo. Like, I would never put a line through him, and I know what you're going to say, but if he comes back mid-year and he goes 140 and Manly are firing with a soft draw, let's not lie to anyone. We're all going to consider him again, so I'm calling it early. He'll be on the radar at some point this year.
What do you think I'm going to say?
You'll say I'm not going near him again.
No, fuck that. I'll be back in a heartbeat. I'm an absolute cuck for Tommy Turbo. I'll be there always and forever. And by the way, not playing Origin, if I get another Jamie Lyon on my hands ever, I'm not going to be able to wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
I can't see Turbo ever doing that. And I say it every year with draft. Everyone goes, he's injured, he's not going to make the season. Gives a fuck. If he is there, you'll win the thing. He's too good to ignore. I'd have to go him as well. I will go him again. 100%.
Can't wait to be hurt.
But it's almost like if he has 3 good games, it's almost worth the 2 trades.
Yeah.
If you captain him, it's worth the 2 trades.
Because they're 150s.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, I'm all for it. Zing.
All right, nice. From the Merseyside Reds, a Liverpool fan. What to do if you waited on bringing back Ponga if you still have Iongi still with cash to make, and Gutho and Pappy filling out your other fullback / flex spots. 65th overall, but worried about missing KP's points over the next 6 weeks.
First of all, if you're 65th overall and you're asking us for help, you're fucking kidding yourself. Let's say that from the start. Secondly, these questions are too long, Timber. There's too much going on there. What is he
Kalyn
asking
Ponga,
me?
buy or wait?
I'd wait on KP, I think. What are you doing?
Can I use your extra 29 seconds that you didn't get to?
All yours, Timmy.
Well, I got Stephen King sending in messages over here. Where's part two?
Firstly, Merseyside Reds legend and supports a great club. So a good man. Ponga, I'm not selling for starters. I definitely wouldn't be buying. There are great options around that we've spoken about. A few of our trades this week, Tedesco, Pappenhausen, potentially Gutho still. I don't think it's necessarily too late on him. But I am holding fire. I've seen a few people selling Kalyn Ponga. 2 poor weeks, but the draw does get a bit softer. The Tigers this week's much better. Catcher.
No, can I use your extra 29 seconds? Why don't you use your own 30?
I clearly
Jesus
just did.
Christ. Didn't
you
even
hear
get
the
it finished.
Didn't you hear the bell?
Silence in the courtroom.
Take it away.
Ricky Dodds, Hudson Young, is he a buy?
He's a weird one, Hudson Young, isn't he? Like, he always averages well. Like, averaging 73 this year, 70 last year, 57 2023, 67 in 2022. He's a bit attack reliant, we know that, but he has a base of 46 this year. He's just a bloody good footballer. Everything good the Raiders do in attack just about comes off this bloke. Oh, look, not for me. I also think he's probably going to be in around Origin camp again, but you could do a lot worse than Hudson Young.
Yeah, not for me. I'll be filthy if he's not in the Blues team, by the way. But, Jesus, okay.
Sorry.
No, that's all right. Fuck me, right? Huddy, mate, we spoke about Isaiah Yeo on Beers and Breakevens. He's at this end of the scale. Huddy's at this end. And I think I'll always be in the middle with those other 4 or 5 guys. So I don't think for me, but... Geez, you could do worse. There's just too many 40s for me. I feel like we're too close to a 45 every week. So not for me, but I can understand you guys doing it.
All right, fab. From Thomas Rumble, Ruben Garrick, a sell, made some cash and now big break even. Jenkins to CTW and trade in Pappy to flex.
Just the Ruben Garrick focus, mate.
Okay.
I'll make it easy
I was
for you.
going to say that was...
Thank you. I need that
panic
simplified. I'm not a big sell Ruben Garrick guy. I think he's a keeper that I want to have. That Manly side, when they're running downhill, they run downhill better than anyone. So I am keeping Garrick. I sat here 2 weeks ago and Spy made a really good point to sell, and I thought, it's not bad, but I'm not going to. And then he drops 150 on our head. I think Garrick's a hold for the entire year, in my opinion. What say you?
I'm holding Ruben Garrick. I understand it, though. And like to Spy's point and talking about a few weeks ago, he's come out and he's had like 9 or 10 runs a game. The stats from prior years aren't there quite, despite still scoring well enough, but draw to come, Sharks, Dragons, Panthers, bye, Sharks. Like, it's a tough draw. At 806K, break even 134. Like, he's going to drop a lot of cash. I just think he's a season keeper, even if he's not quite at his absolute best. So I'm holding, saving the trades, and but I can see why people are doing it to free up cash.
Plays all 3
That
buy
was
rounds.
perfectly timed.
He only loses cash if you sell him, though.
Okay, from Zaid, Marzhew a sell or is he going to turn up soon?
Sorry, can you read the question again?
Marzhew a sell or is he going to turn up soon?
I'll be fucked if I know. Mate, surely that left edge has got to start to hum soon. I know we've been through these periods before, but him and Bradman Best, it's like they've just introduced themselves to each other for the first time. I mean, he's not scoring a train wreck at the moment. We wanted more from Greg, but I'm hoping a lot of you sell him because I'm happy to keep rolling the roller coaster. It was only 2 games ago he was scoring 83, 84, so I'm happy to back Greg in. If just a couple of passes land or passes are just slightly better, he's scoring hundreds all of a sudden. So,
yeah, it's getting a little bit frustrating, but
Yes.
it's just weird. Let's just go left, give the big man ball. He's, as I said, the base stats are still there. He's still busting tackles. He's still offloading. In poor scores the last 2 weeks, he still had 18 runs and 16 runs. He's doing all the right things. He's just not getting these attacking opportunities. So as the draw softens up a bit, they've had that bye. It was a train wreck in that game on the weekend against the Dogs with early injuries. So he'll come good, but yeah, he's getting a little bit annoying.
You were so close. I actually just wanted the
Thanks,
the
Kat.
go. Joshua, is Duffy to drink water a good upgrade?
No, I mean, it is Duffy to drink water, but I think there are better fullback options. But I will say, it doesn't take much. It was just a line through the Cowboys in the short term. But with 2 really good wins back-to-back, Drinky's been in everything, scores of 76, 74, dropped 80K in price already. So, look, they've got to buy in a couple of weeks' time, so we don't need to go before that. They have another buy in round 12, but the Cowboys, if they can continue to show a bit of form and win a few games, we can have a look.
Jeez, that went quick. I sort of agree with Timmy. With 2 buys in the next 6 weeks, I'm a little bit iffy on it. They do play a few games at home during that period, though. But, I just think there's better options out there at fullback, and I just think Drinky has to do a lot to score points, and I know he does a lot in games, but the Cowboys, I'm still not totally convinced they're back. It's a hard pass for me. It is an upgrade for sure, but I think there's better fullback options.
Nice. Last question before we ask something a little different. From Mudders, Munster or Dill Brown?
Mudders. Munster or Dill Brown? I've got Munster, so maybe I'm a little bit biased, but I thought that the performance we saw from Dill Brown on the weekend was very good and really, really promising. And I think that, mate, in order for Dill Brown to – if I'm going to get the Dill Brown I got last weekend, I'd probably go Dill Brown, to be honest with you. If he's just going to keep running the football, it can only lead to good things. I'm happy to have Munster, but I lean towards Munster, but I don't think Dill Brown's a bad play at all.
I'm a Dill Brown owner, and he's averaging 63, and he's been really poor this year
100%.
in a terrible eel side. It's just Dill Brown. He just finds a way. He has good base. I said started running again on the weekend. He had 43 in base, which is outstanding for 5'8". That being said, mate, this Melbourne Storm outfit, they're red hot. Munster's looking as good as he has in years. Scored one, set one up early on the weekend against Manly. I'm a Brown owner. I wish I had Munster. I'm not making the move because I've got other priorities to do, but I'd prefer own Munster.
If I was a Brown owner, I wouldn't be trading to Munster, personally.
Correct. Yeah.
So I'll back it.
Especially Raiders and Tigers to come, which is good.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Last question is something a little different. It's enough footy, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, it is enough.
I'm over it.
I'm over footy
I'm
as
over
well.
it.
What do we got?
Favorite Sunday hungover movie? You're laying there, you've had a big night. What do you put on the TV?
Your turn?
I'll start for you, mate.
You take it away.
There are 2 that spring to mind. Hungover Sunday, never even consider venturing outside of comedy of any format. There's no point watching anything dark or anything hungover. Just make it a laugh and just be happy. Austin Powers, I am an absolute sucker for. I think they're the greatest movies of all time in terms of comedies. I love every single one of them. And then the other one I'm a bit of a sucker for is Zoolander. Love that film, and I can watch that a million times over. They're probably my 2 go-tos.
Yeah, I get the comedy side of it. I don't lean as far that way, to be honest with you. I've got probably 3 go-tos for me. The first one is Dark Knight. I will feast on that shit whenever it's on, if you put it on for me. That's the one I thought you'd say as well. You're a big Dark Knight guy?
Oh, it's one of the greatest films of all time, but not hungover a Sunday night.
Yeah, no, I loved it. I'd have it there. Another one that's a bit of a comedy one. I love Wolf of Wall Street. I think that one's an absolute cracker.
You'd categorize that as comedy.
I laughed during it.
Yeah.
I granted it's not a comedy, but I think it's got some fucking funny moments in it. And the other one that I've watched, I think I've watched it 3 times this year, a movie called The Big Short. Have you ever seen that?
Outstanding movie.
Yeah.
Fucking
great
cracker.
movie.
Unreal. Once again, don't think you put it in the comedy category, but fuck, it gives me a little giggle.
Very intense for a Sunday night. There's a lot going. That's all about the financial crisis in the mid-2000s in the States, and it's like I love that movie. Geez, there's a lot to keep up with though.
There is. When you're watching it for the 3rd time in 3 months, though, there's less to keep up with. You start to pick it up. I know. I like to put on movies that I enjoy that I can go on my phone and I don't miss anything. I can look at my SuperCoach side and look back up and I know what's happening.
The last one I will add, it is a TV show, so apologies, but hungover, Sunday night, just, in a bad mindset, Love on the Spectrum. is a beautiful TV.
I did not see that coming at all.
It is a beautiful TV show. The people in it is so genuine and beautiful. And it just makes me happier.
None of this went where I.
God,
None
that
of
has thrown me so
Yeah.
fucking much. I agree with you. Everything you
show.
said,
Great
I just
show.
did not see that coming in any way. Shape,
I love
or
when the
form.
clips come up on TikTok and stuff.
Yeah.
It's very sweet. I would say, and I watched it last week, mind you, not hungover. I suffer from anxiety, right? So like if I drink too much, I will get that feeling. And so it's either got to be something that's just so good that it makes me feel better, or something that's so bad that it makes me feel better about my life. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Bridesmaids is such a funny film. It's just
Good
like
flick.
a go-to.
It's a
Like
good
we
flick.
know we're gonna laugh. Or She's the Man.
She's the man.
Amanda Bynes.
Amanda Bynes.
that like
it's
the
so funny as
swap?
well. Yeah.
Yeah,
The
I've watched that in
brother.
a long time, but good flick.
It's one of those, that and Bend It Like Beckham, I can pretty much quote from start to finish. So I definitely echo being able to just tune out for a minute and then jump
Yeah.
back in. And
Is She's the Man and Freaky Friday pretty much the same?
No.
What's the difference? What's the?
well, She's the Man, it's her and her brother. They don't have like the freaky like moment where they swap bodies. She just pretends to be her brother.
I'm
Yeah.
not sure if
Whereas
I've seen
Freaky
this movie.
Friday is the one with Lindsay Lohan
I
and
remember
Jamie
that
Lee
vaguely.
Curtis.
Yeah.
And they
That's a
actually,
body
there's
swap,
some
right?
weird body swap stuff that goes on.
Yeah,
She's
yeah,
the man.
yeah.
She just wants to play football, so she pretends to be her brother.
Yeah, don't know if I've seen that movie.
Really good.
The more you have you seen it?
Yeah, about 15 years ago.
Yeah,
But I'm
okay.
keen to go around again.
Drop your favorites in the comments, guys. I need some inspiration.
Yeah, need some tips down there. Are we done?
Yeah, we're sorted.
Yeah, it's good fun as always, and we'll see you next week on The Late Show.